Good morning, students. Today we are going to do the classification of resources on the basis of status of development. One is their potential resources. These are the resources found in a region but have not been utilized. For instance, in Gujarat, Rajasthan, there is enormous potential of solar energy, wind energy, but the state government has not utilized those energy resources as a renewable sources of energy, non-conventional sources of energy. Okay, but there is potential to utilize those resources. That's why they have been named as potential resources. Then number two is their developed resources. These are the resources which are surveyed. Their quantity and quality is known to us for its utilization. The development of resources depend on technology and level of their feasibility. Feasibility means the utility, benefit, etc. Example, you can write coal mines. In the coal available in Jharkhand, Odisha. We know the quantity of coal, quality of coal available there, and thus we are utilizing those coal. So they are in the category of developed resources. Next is their stock. Materials in the environment which have the potential to satisfy human needs, but human beings do not have appropriate technology to assess these. Means technology is not there for the utilization of that particular resource. For example, water. Water is containing two important gases, hydrogen and oxygen. We can get it from water, but there is no such technology to utilize or obtain the hydrogen gas and oxygen gas from water. So it will be termed as stock. Next we have got reserve. These are the subset of stock, which means technology is there to utilize those resources, but to utilize help with the help of existing technological know-how, means the technology is there, but the utilization of that resource has not taken place in that particular region. For example, in our state Jharkhand only, we have got Sikidri Hydel Power Project, where the hydroelectricity is being generated from Sikidri Dam. But we do not have Hydel Power Project in Dhurwa Dam. So the water of Dhurwa Dam will be termed as reserve, because there is no such utilization of the water from the dam for generation of hydroelectricity. So these are the four categories into which you have to classify the types of resources on the basis of status of development. Now next question is there, resources development of resources. So resources are free gift of nature, that we know it very well, but the question is there, what is the impact of indiscriminate use of resources? Yeah, how the indiscriminately used resources will affect the environment. What type of problems we will face due to the indiscriminate use of resources? 3 points are there. First is that depletion of resources for satisfying the greed of few, which means if few greedy persons will overutilize the resources, it will lead to the depletion of resources, any resource. For instance, again take the example of Dhurwa Dam. Dhurwa Dam is supplying the water in HEC, Hinu, Birsa Chowk, Doranda, Mekon area. Means it is fulfilling the requirement of water for lakhs of people. But some people, greedy persons, set up the RO plant near Dhurwa Dam and utilize that water in the form of RO water and sell that water in gallons and gallons of drums and drums of water and earn lakhs and lakhs of profit. So his greediness will help him to set up more and more plants, extract more and more water, and thus the dam will dry up within 6 months only, within 3 months only, due to overutilization. So that will lead to the depletion of resource only. The same is the case with any resource. If greedy person is overutilizing it, it will lead to depletion. Now on the basis of first point only, again second point is there, resources, accumulation of resources in few hands divides the society into two halves, two segments, that is haves and have nots. That means rich and poor. When rich person will set up the plants, overutilize the water of Dhurva dam, so they will become rich, richer, richest day by day. And poorer people will not get the water and their resource, they will not be able to sustain their life, and economically also the poor farmers will not conduct their activities, and thus what will happen? Poor person will become poor, poorer, poorest, and rich will become rich, richer, richest. It will discriminate the society into two parts: haves, we who all are having all the resources, and have nots who all are not having the resources. Then indiscriminate use of resources lead to global crisis such as global warming. The normal temperature of the earth will increase and it will lead to melting of all the glaciers, and which will lead to flooding. Ozone layer depletion. When the ozone layer will be depleted, it will allow the free entry of the UV gas rays, ultraviolet rays, which will harm the animals, insects, human beings, etc. Environmental pollution and land degradation will also take place. Now next is there, what is sustainable development? Sustainable development means using the resources for present generation, keeping in mind the requirement of future generation. And when you keep the resources for future generation also, that means you are using the resources in a planned and judicious way. And when you are using the resources in a judicious way, you are minimizing the pollution level. So automatically environment is also being protected. On the contrary, if you are overusing resources, that means you are excessively polluting the environment, you are harming the environment. So sustainable development is only for that, using the resources in a planned way, judicious way for present generation, so that you will conserve the resources for future generation also, and finally you will protect the environment also. This will be of 3 marks question, sustainable development. Next is there, what was Rio de Janeiro summit in 1992? In June 1992, more than 100 heads. 100 heads means either the prime minister or the president of that particular country met at Rio de Janeiro, Brazil in South America for the first international Earth Summit. The summit was convened for addressing urgent problems of environmental protection. The problems related to environment such as global warming, land degradation, ozone layer depletion, these things were being discussed there. Along with the social economic development of global level, like the poverty, unemployment, these matters were also being discussed. The assembled leaders signed the Declaration of Global Climatic Change and Biological Diversity. The Rio Convention endorsed with the Global Forest Principles and adopted Agenda 21 for achieving sustainable development. Means the main motive of the global Rio de Janeiro summit was Agenda 21 related to sustainable development. Then our last topic is there, what was Agenda 21? In the declaration signed by the world leaders of 1992 in the United Nations Conference of Environmental and Development, underline this sentence, UNCD, it comes in the MCQ question also, multiple choice question also, which was held at Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It aims at achieving global sustainable development, means the world level sustainable development will take place, in which the resources will be utilized for the present generation, keeping in mind the requirement of the future generation. It is an agenda to combat environmental damage. Combat means to control environment damage, poverty, disease through global cooperation. The poorer countries, third world countries, which are facing the problem of disease, so that will be helped through it by providing them health facilities, medicines, cure, etc. Employment generation will be there to remove the unemployment from these underdeveloped and developing countries, poorer countries. So when people will be having the employment, their earning will increase. Automatically, the poverty will be removed from that particular country. then through global cooperation on common interest, mutual needs and shared responsibility. Means this Agenda 21 insisted that all the member countries will take the responsibility on sharing basis. Not that it is the responsibility only, but they will share the responsibility, that it is our main motive to remove these problems. And then it was been also decided that all these 100 countries will implement this Agenda 21 in their country respectively, at the national level, at the state level, as well as at the local level, with the help of local government. Okay, this was the topic which was been discussed today. Okay, now the homework question is there: what is the impact of overutilization of resources? Then question number 1, what is the impact of overutilization of resources? Question number 2 is there: sustainable development is only for renewable resources or only for non-renewable resource? Explain it in 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, should it be for renewable resources also or non-renewable resources also? Okay, thank you everyone. Please do these question answers in your classwork copy.